Hi guys, it's Fortnite Glacier here back with another debate. I just driving on 212, Highway 212, and I was passing these buggy cars on train tracks.
Train buggies, right.
Train buggies.
How many do you think we saw? 30. 30 or so? Let's count. There's one. There's... Wave, Grayson. Here's the go-kart buggy one. He throw you something? A sucker? It's like a train parade. It's a train parade.
So, I'm going to sit next to Grayson.
Okay.
So Grayson, this is a track inspection car, and they had, you remember in cartoons, you see the little hand pump sometimes in a cartoon or in a history book? This succeeded those. So about 1930s or so, 20s and 30s, they began to use these up until about 1970 or 80. And then the railroads union said, rightfully so, these are freezing in the winter and they're hot in the summer. So what happens is they ended up junking these, and now you probably see like a pickup truck go down the rails with wheels and rubber tires. That's the technology today. So leading us was a bright red pickup truck that had the drop wheels to fit the gauge of the railroad, and then when he got to a crossing, he could just lift those wheels up and drive the tires off on a hard surface. Plus, on the inside, it's warm, it's protected, and it's also air conditioned in the summer. So that's what they're using today. So it started out as a hand pump, it went to these, and then it went to the high rail. So in the 70s and 80s, these started to be junked, just trashed. And people picked them up and started, like they could buy these for $100, $200, $300, maybe $500 from the railroad, and they would end up remodeling them and completely restoring them. So this is a car from the Milwaukee Road, and it no longer says Milwaukee Road, which used to run on this line. It now says Southern Pacific, and I had this redone back in the 90s. And I've gone 29,000 miles on this car, on the rails, plus hauling it back and forth. So if you want, you can kind of see pictures here, if you want to get those pictures. These are many of the places that I've been to. Mexico, Canada, Labrador in Canada, up North Vancouver to the Alaskan Highway. And so this is the neat thing. I'm going to go to 2 trips in Canada in September and October. And then I was just invited to take this to Alaska next September 2025. So I'm pretty excited about that. But your mom's got information. You have to be 5 years or older to be able to ride, and I bet you're older than that.
11.
Perfect. Then sometime, if you ever have a chance, and there's a ride out this way, maybe give me a call and I'll see if I can have you ride with me. All you'd have to do is have Mom sign a release and let you do that. You'd have to have kind of harder sole shoes. You saw I had cowboy boots. You don't have to have those, but something that'll protect your ankles. It'd be like hiking boots, those types of things. And you don't have to run out and get them, but someday you may need them. So what else can I try? It rides. This is only 1,000 pounds. So it rides on a single axle trailer, and I can pull it very easily with my smaller SUV. And they're metal, they're steel wheels, and the frame is steel. Everything else is aluminum. So it's very lightweight. That's why it's only 1,000 pounds.
Where are you from, Hal?
I'm from Bloomington, Minnesota.
Oh.
And came out here, and we rode from here today to Norwood Young America, had lunch there, and then turned around and came back. This is a wonderful rail we were on. Yesterday we went from Redwood Falls up to Winthrop, came back to Redwood Falls, and then went out to Delphi, and then turned back to Redwood Falls. So most of us stayed in Redwood Falls last night. It was only 20 minutes, half hour to come up here. So what else can I try to tell you?
So are you guys a part of is this NARCOA? That's an association?
And there's about 1,200 members that actually buy insurance and then be able to ride. We have members all over the United States, all 50 states. We have them in Canada, in the provinces. There's a couple people in Mexico, and then some people down in Australia, of all things, that trade. United States people go down to Australia and ride in their cars because, you can't put a car across the ocean, right? So then they come up from Australia and ride in their cars in the West Coast. And then there's some people in Germany who just like engines, and they decided to be members. So
that is really cool.
You can get, for a $30 membership, I believe it is, I don't think it's more than that, $30, you can get 6 issues of a newsletter that's full colored, like 28 pages. 6 issues, so it really shows pictures, trips, everything you want to know about how to operate it.
Very cool.
You need help? It's got a gas. I have a 10-gallon tank in the back, and that'll let me go 300 miles on one tank of gas.
How do you fill it up?
I'll show you. Step lightly. There you go. Step on that. Hold on. There you go. Good job. So here's the 10-gallon gas. So it's the biggest you can get, and they don't make these. Well, they actually do make them some more. But there's a turntable that drops down like a Lazy Susan that will help you turn this so you're not lifting it with your back. It's important to protect your back the rest of your life. Your feet and your back, really important.
How do you load it up?
We rolled it on that nice concrete pad there between the rails, and so it was easy. Sometimes we roll out on gravel or it's downhill. This is slick. So we just backed it down. These rails right here, you can see, they come out, they hook here and there, and so I just back it out slowly, safely, and then push it, and then once it gets on the tracks, because it's going in this direction, it has to turn, right? So you turn the turntable, and the turntable, like a Lazy Susan, you know what that is, in the middle of the kitchen table, kind of that spinning thing, that turns it this way so you can get it whatever direction. So that's what we did. When we got to the crossings in Norwood Young America, we just turned right at the crossing and started back this way. So you might be number 8 car going in one direction, coming back. You might be number 20 car because we had 28 cars. So nobody switches around. You don't do that. The railroad comes around and leads us from the front. More questions? If you got more, Mom's got my card. You can email me. Don't text me in the middle of the night, but email me. And if you're ever interested in a ride or something out here, probably not till next year, but you know, you'll be at 12 then, right?
Yeah.
And we'll get you a safety vest, okay, that'll fit you, and you just need to, you can wear those shorts, but you just need something stronger. Mom couldn't come because that's unsafe. See, we don't want you to twist your ankle on the rail or getting on and off, so you've got to protect your ankles. I took my boots off, which are very heavy duty, because, you know, my feet are barking right now. I was up at 5 o'clock this morning. So now I got to cover this and go home. But that's not a problem. I'm so glad you stopped.
What do you say, buddy?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You be good. You be good too.
Thank you.
Take care of yourselves.
You too. Thank you.
Like, subscribe, bye.